I am headed back down to the garden. I already brought my seed binders down there. I'm gonna start a couple new plants. I don't know how well they will grow if we have enough time, but I figured, what have I got to lose other than a few seeds? I have literally like probably thousands of some seeds. So if I plant a few seeds and they don't make it, it's not gonna be the end of the world. I'm gonna replant some green beans, and I'm even gonna throw a couple pepper seeds in the ground because I was not able to find any bell pepper starts, and I only found one jalapeno. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a couple seeds in the ground. I'm also gonna plant some flowers and see what happens. After I do some seed planting, I have a little bit of weeding to do, and then, well, I have a lot of weeding to do, but I'm not gonna do all of it. I'm gonna do a little bit of weeding, and then I am going to go harvest my chives because I completely forgot about them, and they are just going like crazy. So let's just hang out in the garden today. I have this hoe. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a special type of hoe, and it works really well for weeding. Here I'm just trying to prepare an area to plant some seeds, and this hoe makes pretty quick work of all of the weeds that have started growing here. So I'm just going to finish up this spot, and then I will plant some seeds in here. At this point, I'm just kind of throwing these seeds in the ground and hoping for the best. I lost pretty much every plant start that I had started with, so I'm just hoping that I can get something out of these. I have a feeling that they're going to have a hard time competing with the weeds, though. You want to fill up that watering can for me and water this row I just planted?
Like this one too?
Yep, go ahead and water all that.
Okay. Okay. It's heavy. I hope I'm not going to water any of the weeds.
I hope not.
Uh-oh, it's getting to the weeds. It's not good. Ooh, it looks awesome. Oh, poor thing. One of them died.
Yeah, just water it. I think it needs more water.
Uh-oh. Poor thing. There you go. You need lots of water so you can go. Uh-oh, there's some on the weeds. So, you also planted these?
Yep, and that along the fence.
Yep, I had to. Probably a bunch of ticks in there.
Probably.
Are you in here watering plants and stuff?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Holy cow!
plant some seeds over.
Holy cow, stuff grown.
Well, that's the stuff that I bought. If you want to help me by starting to weed around those onions, that would be a big help.
Weed?
Yeah, start pulling weeds by the onions.
Oh, yeah, weeds. Yeah, there's a bunch of weeds. I didn't know what you're talking about. Mom, do I have to go all around these this pot?
Yep.
What, Mom?
What?
I need your help to tell if they're weeds or not.
You know what the onions look like, don't you?
I saw a butterfly.
Well, don't you know what the onions look like?
And I saw but butterfly resting. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh my gosh. I told you I'm not going to do a very good job.
Well, just do your best, please.
Uh-oh, I pulled one out. Told you I don't do great at this. I pulled one out. Anna. What? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Anna, he's flying. Oh, no. Let me see if I can get it again. Which ones do I need to plant again? Oh, I know which ones. I remember which ones I need to plant.
I have a lot of weeding to do, but I'm just gonna start and get as far as I can. I like to weed around the plants very closely first, and then I come back by with that hoe and get all of the sides and in between the rows. The hoe really does save me a lot of time because it makes pretty quick work of the parts that aren't super close to the plants. For years, I have always wanted to do the back to Eden gardening method, and I've just never really been able to be prepared enough to do that. But hopefully I can find the time to get prepared for that this fall. The back to Eden garden method is basically just using lots of mulch around your plants to not only keep the weeds down, but also help keep the moisture in to where you don't have to water them very often. I've still got my work cut out for me, but it does feel good to be making some progress in the weeding.
Like right here?
Yep. Most people won't even try to grow corn where I live because it's just too cold, but I have had corn one year. It didn't get very tall, but I had these cute little ears, so I'll keep trying and trying again. Even if all I can get are little 4-inch to 6-inch ears of corn, I'm happy with that because they had full-size kernels on them and they were actually really good. I'm done working. And you can just use the hose. It's gonna have to work.
Water right here.
Should go over here.
Where water right here though? Shower.
Water right here though.
I'm trying. It can't reach.
Yeah, it can. You just gotta turn it. Somewhere in the midst of all these weeds are my potatoes, so I'm going to weed them out and then I will mound up some of the dirt up around them. Potatoes and onions are some of the best crops that I can grow because I pretty much only have to plant them and know that I will get a harvest. But the better care I take of them, the more chance that I will have a bigger harvest. So I just want to get the weeds down and then mound them up, and then weeding them for the rest of the season should be pretty easy. It seems like the first round of weeds is always the most plentiful and strongest, so if I can get them knocked down once, they'll be pretty easy to maintain the rest of the year. As you can see here, I'm mounding up the dirt and plant matter because the plant matter will actually bring more nutrients back into the soil, and most of these weeds will end up dying. If any of them do start to try to grow again, I will just take care of them. Yeah, they do. I'm heading into the jungle, aka my old garden, to pick some chives. I keep meaning to move my chives, but I keep forgetting about it, and so I just have this huge patch of chives in my old garden. I have chives for days. In fact, I have so many. I don't really know what to do with them all. I honestly should have came out here and picked them sooner because I think they are kind of getting towards the end, but hopefully I don't get any ticks in here. So many chives and so many chive blossoms. Not only can you use the chives, but you can use the blossoms too. So we're gonna go through this chive patch. I'm going to harvest all of it, or as much as I can stand. And mind you, these have not been watered. We do not water these at all. This old garden is just abandoned. As you can see behind me, it's grass and weeds as tall as the fence. Have this. It would have been ideal for me to come in here and harvest the chives before the blossoms came up, but I just never got around to it. So we're just going to work with what we've got here. The chives will still be pretty good. They just won't have as much flavor as they would have if I would have got to them before the blossoms came up. But if you're not using your chive blossoms, you are missing out. They are delicious. They have a really nice kick to them, and you can put them in compound butter, make pesto out of them, and so much more. I decided to leave a little patch of chives for the bees and other pollinators because there was a bumblebee flying around and I didn't really want to disturb it, so I just decided to leave that little spot there for the bees. I filled up my tote full of chives and I'm gonna head back up to the house. Now I'm gonna take these inside. I'm going to sort through them, pick out any grass or pieces of weeds that I may have accidentally clipped in there. I'm also going to give them a quick rinse just to get the dust and any little bugs and stuff off of them. And then now I begin the sorting process, which ended up taking me a really long time, but the stems on the chive blossoms, you don't really eat those. They're not really flavorful at all, and they're kind of thick and stocky, so I do like to separate the chive blossoms from the actual chives. I ended up with so many, and now I am just going to snap off the chive blossoms and stick them in a jar to do something with later, because I still have a lot of work in separating the chives and figuring out what I'm going to do with them all. The chive blossoms are also very pretty to look at. I decided to make a little bouquet to set on our table, and I stuck the rest of them in a jar in the fridge to do something with later. And then I decided to make some little bundles of chives that I am going to try to sell. I'm going to try to use as much of these fresh as I can because that's the best way to have them, but I will still preserve some of them to use for later. Thank you so much for spending the day with me in the garden, and if you enjoyed my video, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.